And put in the van, and the van's just about to drive off. Okay, will do. Alright, bye.
They shouldn't tell us things.
No, they'll just calm down and let her talk. That's all they'll do.
I'm Superintendent David Sumner. I'm based here in Plymouth. I'm here with Kath Hancock, who's one of two community representatives who've really helped us today. And Kath is from the Heart of Efford Community Partnership. Been working really closely with us. Okay. So as a general comment, today's operation has really been a community policing event. We've recognised that when the suspect has attended court today, that the community want to get together around the court process, come together, share their experience, and in some cases express emotion and their frustration. From the start, we took account of this and we policed it in a neighbourhood policing style. I've worked together here with Kath and another community mediator to ensure we took account of the community's feelings and recognised that we're here to help the process and help them understand and take part in that process.
Can you tell us about any arrests that were made today?
I can, but what I would like to tell you about is that the people who attended the court today conducted themselves with great dignity. You can only imagine the emotions and frustrations that are in the air, and given that feelings were running high, the vast majority of people here today have conducted themselves with great dignity. Yes, there were two arrests of a man aged 31 and one aged 23. And that was for a minor act of disorder as the convoy containing the detained person left the court buildings. And we've got anecdotal comment from the scene to suggest that this was a part of an expression of emotion and anger rather than anything against any police or custody escort.
Would you say this was a successful police operation in your view?
We're here to support the community, and I would say that today we have supported the community. We've helped them attend a really difficult situation, and we've done our best at all times to keep them informed. You may have seen today that officers were clearly identified as police and public communications officers. I would say this was a low-profile policing operation rather than one of the traditional high-profile ones, and so yes, we were here today to support the community.
And how many officers did you use? What tactics did you employ? How much planning did this one take?
Well, we are aware of the court appearance from yesterday, and we've been planning since then. There were 6 neighbourhood officers, and these are the same police officers who have been dealing with that same community out in Lera and in Efford, and we've brought them into the court process today to liaise with the community. So we're keeping some continuity.
And how many in total? There were more than 6, weren't there?
Yes, of course. Given that emotions were running so high, the police operation has had to take account of being able to prevent disorder should it take place, and that disorder wasn't prevalent, and there were sufficient officers to deal with that particular problem that arose today.
What provision do you have for dealing with potential disorder in the coming days in that community?
It will be a natural part of any community impact assessments for the police to be aware of high tension in any area. We're monitoring that very closely. It's important that at this time we're as visible as possible in any area where emotions are running high, and at this stage officers are reporting back that of course there is concern amongst communities, but that it's not out of any context at all.
Parents have hailed the police support as fantastic. How would you describe how the police have handled the situation?
Well, this event is really about the people who've been affected by it, and we are a neighbourhood policing police force, and we're here to police communities wherever they are, and today it was at the court, and it will continue from now in people's communities around Plymouth where they're affected.
Can I just ask, Kath, I know you can't speak on behalf of the parents per se, obviously you're speaking on behalf of the community, but there clearly are parents and families who you're in touch with. What is their feeling about how this inquiry has been dealt with? Do they feel they're getting the support they need?
Absolutely. From day one, when the police came to the church and gave a public meeting to all the parents and families concerned, from the feedback we've had, myself and Sue, that they've handled it with tremendous sympathy and a care and attitude to everybody that could be possibly involved in such an awful situation.
Yeah, you know some of the families, of course. How are they coping with what's going on?
Obviously they're devastated, and having, you heard the size in court today, and we're just trying to help them and counsel them and liaise with them and do whatever we can as a community to make sure that everything's going to be okay.
Do they feel they're getting the answers to the questions
They
need?
they do indeed, and like I said, the police have been tremendous, working with us, the community, etc. And as we're speaking here, we've arranged a church hall in effort so that the families can get together and have a talk and discuss, if they like, what they heard in court, and to be there for each other. I mean, the one thing effort has got going for them is the community spirit, and that is fantastic. And the community will pull together and help every single family that's been involved in this awful case.